How I survived the Kenyan protests. Unless you live under a rock, you definitely have heard about this. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new, my name is Queen Desta and I'm coming to you from my big acre of land of maize. How I wish. I'm joking. I'm taking a walk. Woo, and pardon the cars. And I thought this is such a perfect time for me and you to catch up, as we talk about what has been happening in my life, in my environment, in my country, and such kind of things. Basically, as we have a good chit chat. This video is greatly inspired by my fellow friends, brothers and sisters that are outside Kenya, that when we talk they are always asking me about how is Kenya, how are you, how is basically everything, because also the news, that if you just watch the news it looks extremely crazy, like we are always on the streets doing the protests and stuff like this. And not to take away any credit from the protest and everything that was going on, so that's why I'm here to give you an update, also to bring myself back on these streets of YouTube as we get back to another very interesting chapter. Anyway, so in the last 30 days in Kenya, I'd say 30 days, it's like more like a month, mid-June to now, we were protesting against the tax that was being passed on, not the tax, the bill, the finance bill that was being proposed. So a lot of things came up. I did a whole live stream conversation, like more than 1 hour, us talking about this matter. I'm gonna link it in the description box. Moment for the lorry. But so we were in the streets of Nairobi protesting, being led by youth and Gen Zs, which was amazing to see. And even on this Sunday that just ended, we were at Uhuru Park celebrating the lives of the heroes that have died as a result of the revolution that have happened. And it's also still very sad to know that we are still continuing on with the protests. Not like it's in a form of it's over, but so many divisions have come in, and the protest still on go, but not at the same strategy that was there before. I'm also keen to know more about that, so when I know that I will let you know. Now, so one interesting thing about the protest was how draining it gets emotionally, like a certain form of anger that you keep experiencing when you see the things that are going on, the things that the politicians are saying. And for sure this takes a toll on your, first of all, mental health. Moment for that. Mental health, emotional strength. These things were so emotional to watch and to observe. In all honesty, okay, I'm crossing the road, so let's cross the road first, then before I lose my chain of thought. No. So as I was saying, this whole protest came with a lot of positivity as well as negativity all together. Like you would have moments of victory and then a moment of we are mourning these people. Another moment is, yes, this has happened to so and so, something like this, or we are in agreement, or finally, even just the ups and downs of even our president telling us this, calling us this, you know, like different things. Yeah, it was a roller coaster, I would say. So therefore I decided to swim in it and continue getting angry, and we can put a good percentage on that. You know, like when you're trying to build up your energy to get things happening, and then a whole protest comes in. It just takes you down a drain of, you know what, creativity is not at its best now. We are also not, I can't just show you any other thing, because the conversation as well was just mostly about protests. And I'm just very happy, of course, to see and witness all the unity that came with that. Yeah, the thing is, it was not an easy season as well. I'm even for a second I'm thinking about my parents, how they would be freaking out about what is happening to their kids, and even sad to witness some parents lost their kids, things like this. Anyway, let's say enough of the protest, but let's now address some of the questions that I've been getting about, is Kenya safe? Yeah, Kenya is really safe. As you can see, this is me walking in a street here in Kenya, just calmly, easy, living life normally. Of course, if you want to be quote unquote safe and not in exposure of anything wrong that could be happening, it's just being aware of if there's protest ongoing. And it's interesting, I've also witnessed foreigners attending these protests. So yeah, basically just be ready with all the running, staying, improving your safety, you know. Yeah, it was so sad to witness firsthand also other tourists running away from Kenya immediately the protests began. Okay, yeah, so Kenya is still an amazing place to come to. If you don't care about the protest, you can continue on with your life in whatever place that you are at. Maybe you'll just experience some roads being closed, but only on those days that maybe protests could be happening. But currently, as I've said, seems like we're changing the strategy from just being the protest, because there was a rise of goons that have now been spoiling things. Yeah, anyway, I'm really fascinated by this farm. So definitely other areas that have been affected by the ongoing things in Kenya have to be like businesses who are on a go slow, because people out there, the clients, were busy focusing on other things, on making Kenya straight. Yeah, of course, cost of living is already still high, but I'm happy that it's not going to continue going high, or at least we give it a go slow, kind of, especially on the increase of tax. It's almost going to rain. Kenya has been on a crazy roller coaster, because now when I talk about rain, I just remembered we overcame some flooding season. Then after the flooding season, now we are here on the protests, and it's just about to rain as I'm chit-chatting with you guys, and I don't know what I will do, because in this whole area I have no umbrella, no nothing. So I think the most sober thing is to end this and walk a little bit faster so that we don't get rained on. Yeah, I'll catch up with you as we conclude this video when I get home, because this is like a vlog. Yes, it started raining, like it's, can you hear? It's drizzling, so we have to run. The spirit of the walk ended up being a run. We are here almost. Hey guys, so after yesterday it rained. It did rain so heavily that I could not continue talking about the conversation that we were having, and today I'm back on my walk, and I thought let's conclude on yesterday's video as in a form of reflective way. So you know how these people come up and write 3 facts about a country, or like facts about countries. So if I was to come up with like 3 facts about this beautiful country of ours, Kenya. Number 1, Kenyans are very patriotic of their own country. Now, if you've never heard this, you definitely are gonna hear it from me. If you attack Kenyans, let's say on TikTok, on whatever platforms, Kenyans are gonna come for you. And I've seen so many people giving apologies about our own beautiful country, because you might have said something and maybe it didn't go right with us. So we're gonna push that button. If we have people that really know how to keyboard warrior, I give it up to Kenyans. On the same aspect of patriotism, during the whole period of the protest season, it was the perfect time, like over this season, it was the perfect time for people to show how much they love and care about their country, to even get into complex topics like politics, you know. And for sure, this, I give it to Kenya. Kenyans are very patriotic. The singing of our national anthem has never found a deep meaning as we sing it than we sang it, like, you know, we used to sing Kenyan anthem in schools and stuff like this. But this season, as we are singing the Kenyan anthem, it has so much meaning and so much prayer in it and so much reality as we speak it out to the world. Okay, fact number 2 has to be Kenyans are the most free people. Yeah, just the fact that we can speak our opinion. As I've traveled across Africa, I've been to other countries that you can't even mention the name of your president just out loudly. You can't even make memes. You can't give them nicknames. You can't just express your thoughts and your opinion, just like that guy has the freedom to, you know. Anyway, so I was just saying, the idea of being able to speak our minds and air our opinion, I applaud Kenyans, and we have to give credit as much as we have some form of limitation. You know how we could be like, we are a democratic world, but still we are going through dictatorship. It's not compared to some places. So I would say Kenyans are very free and they can express their thoughts and their desires, and even going to protest and all this. Yeah, and of course we are not downplaying that we could be in a better place, like for example being able to speak out our mind with nobody having to die. Like that would also have been like fantastic and amazing, and I look forward to a time we will get to that a time we'll be able to speak out our mind without having the fear of anything happening to you, or basically anything. Let's talk about like abduction or killing. I'm looking forward to us getting to that place, but as of now, a fact is we are a free country. Number 3 fact about Kenya is we are united. Guys, we love each other. As I talk this, I feel like crying when I realize the reality of this love for one another that was shown around this period, where you could lift up one person if they are going through like a difficult situation. You would see people, even if tear gas is thrown, and people would rush, speak out each other. You know how it's easy for people to quote unquote say we love foreigners, or like we can tend to treat foreigners in a different way better than us, but being able to witness us loving on ourselves was such a sweet, glorious, I almost say romantic thing to witness. And yeah, so I don't need no more evidence. Oh, there goes the matatu. I don't need no more evidence that we sure do love ourselves. And I think that's a very good note to end this vlog. And I'm sending love to every Kenyan as you're watching this, and anyone who is a lover of Kenya, in a spirit of us being able to continue on this journey with strength, with building onto ourselves and hoping for a better tomorrow. I'm still loving the rising of people being aware of the things that are going on. You know, like from the opposition leader communicating and people being like, okay, now we know your stand, things like this. And to have a system or a situation that is tribeless, leaderless, you know, like amazing. Anyway, guys, let me end this video here. I am back on content creation, or a back-to-back. I'm in a better place now, and I'm happy to have been able to create a video for my country as well. And if you've never visited Kenya, it definitely should be on your bucket list. Until next time, always remember to create time for that achievement you saw. Until next time, bye for now.